Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading today. So let's find out what are the messages in the cards with today's reading. Thank you so much for joining in today's reading. Okay, so let's start. First card that we have is the Page of Cups. It's showing up in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Three of Wands showing up in the reverse too. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords. Interesting. So with this King of Swords showing up at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like this is a person. I do also feel like this could also be a very important conversation that is needed to be had or wanted to be expressed to you. Someone wanting to express something to you. It does feel very important, and I do feel that there is going to be some communication, especially with someone who is perhaps in a position where it could be like a boss, or it could be somebody who is in a high status as far as being able to really have an influence on how things turn out through being able to discuss something with them. We have the Page of Cups that's showing up in the reverse. So with this card showing up in the reverse, I do get a bit of a immature energy is what I'm getting, but I do feel like someone is perhaps in a space where they want to get your attention, they want to be able to make an offer of some kind, but I feel like they don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to go about it. So it could be that it's even a bit of a missed opportunity for the offer to land. So I do feel like this could be someone that is approaching you. We have the Queen of Cups, and with this card showing up in the center of this reading, I do feel like this is a very sincere energy. I also feel like there's also a lot of love to this. So it could be that somebody may be in a space where they want to be able to express a lot of positive emotions, feelings, and even a very sincere admiration or appreciation for you, but I do feel like they don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to go about it. And I also feel like with this Three of Wands showing up in the reverse over here, there is an end of a waiting period. So I do feel like perhaps somebody who has been keeping you on the hook, perhaps keeping you guessing, there's an end to that energy. This is about being able to take action and be able to move forward. I also feel like there was perhaps some hesitations or fears when it came to moving forward. And I also feel like there was even some self-doubts as far as being able to move forward. So I am getting that there is an offer over here with this Page of Cups and this Queen of Cups. But I also am getting that there's this very important conversation that needs to be had, that's going to be had and initiated with someone who is very important to you. So also with this Queen of Cups, I feel like they're going to be delivering something very heavy in a very kind way, very easy to accept kind of way because of the amount of care in delivery. So I'm going to pull out some more cards to clarify. We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and Ace of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so with this Ten of Wands, it's up there. I am getting an energy of somebody being in a space where they are wanting to be able to drop the tension, drop the heaviness in a situation. I also feel like this person may feel like things are very one-sided. I also feel like they could be dealing with someone who is in a position where they are gonna show up as perhaps less experienced or being less able to. You could be dealing with someone younger, but you could also be dealing with someone who is a little bit less experienced, and I feel like that shows up in the way that they approach you, they approach the situation, especially if it's a relationship. It's a person who's a bit underexperienced, and also feel like perhaps they feel like it's a lot of work on them, like it's a lot of pressure. And I am getting that there's this very heavy pressure that they're putting on themselves in order to be able to show up. So I do feel like this person there's a difference in the way they perceive you and them. So you could be they could sense that they're out of your league, but I do feel like they want to approach you correctly. You have the Knight of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, and with this Knight of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, I am getting a sense of perhaps a bit of a overthinking of taking action. It could even come across as it's like there's gonna be a missed opportunity when it comes to this person expressing their emotions. I feel like they could get so much in their head that they stop themselves, overthinking what they are saying or what they're gonna send, if it's in the form of a text, and not sending the message. I feel like they're really, really taking it very seriously, to the point where it's almost kind of stifling just how seriously they're taking it. But I do feel like they have strong emotions with the Queen of Cups, and I feel like it's also very sincere, genuine, and even very loving and caring. And I do feel like with this Ace of Cups, this is about an offer that also is about the way somebody feels. So I do feel like somebody wants to express something to you. Somebody wants to put their feelings out there. And I feel like it's been a long time coming as far as being able to work up the courage to put their feelings out there. So this Ace of Cups, I also get a new beginning. I do feel like there is an offer to be able to enter into a new dynamic in your relationship with someone, or someone offering you perhaps a commitment. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and I do feel like with this card showing up at the bottom of the deck, there is an ending of a situation, especially with it under the King of Swords. Do feel like there's going to be an important conversation, and a very clarifying conversation, I feel, that also could lead to perhaps cutting off energy that no longer serves you moving forward. I do feel like this is about also being able to talk about the hard truths. So I do feel like it is a very important conversation that's going to be expressed and had, perhaps even some things that were not explained previously. But I do feel like a hard conversation is going to be had with this King of Swords and this Five of Swords, and I feel like it's going to lead to some changes. So this could be in your friendships. I also feel like it could be perhaps even professionally and at work. I'm going to pull out some more cards. So we have the Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, Five of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, so the Six of Swords energy is about moving away. I do feel like it's moving away from perhaps very difficult situation, perhaps something that was lacking in truth. I do feel like there could have even been some toxic energy as far as the situation that you may be getting the opportunity to discuss. So I do feel like this could be in a friendship, this could be in your surroundings, but I feel like there is a lot that needs to be said that has gone unsaid for a long enough time. And I do feel like there is going to be a conversation that kind of resolves that, or results in being able to walk away from the situation. We have the Page of Swords, and with this card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there's someone who's watching you, and I think that they're watching you in order to accumulate information. With this card showing up over here, I do feel like there is a sense that someone feels like they are out of your league, but they want to be able to get your attention. So I feel like they are trying to find out more about you, or more about the situation. They don't know how to approach you, they don't know how to show up, and I feel like that's something that's important to them. So they may also be doing their own personal research in order to find out more in the situation. And we have the Eight of Wands, and with this Eight of Wands, this is about moving forward. I do feel like there was perhaps a lot of hesitations with that Knight of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, but there's going to be, once things get started, they keep escalating in a way that things suddenly start, opportunities start presenting themselves, and also conversations, messages, and I feel like things are off to a really solid start. And with the Five of Wands over here, I do feel like there was a sense of internal conflict. Perhaps somebody wondering if they're good enough to be able to show up, and I do feel like they are working up that courage, especially with that Three of Wands showing up in the reverse. It's the end of a waiting period. I do feel like there is a sense of having someone approaching you here in love, and here with this King of Swords, I feel like a very difficult conversation that's important, that needs to be discussed and brought up, is going to be happening as well. So I'm going to pull out some cards from the other deck. So for your love life. We have stay optimistic, express your love, trust. At the bottom of the deck, we have the worth waiting for card. So what I am getting is that there is a very positive air to this connection. I feel like even to this offer, somebody who's really working up the confidence, they are in a space where they're more confident. I feel like they're going to express their feelings to you, express their love to you, be able to make that clear. And I feel like you can trust the offer that comes in with it. I do feel like it's one that perhaps they have thought about a lot. And I do feel like it's also going to allow for being able to move forward. Once this person does come forward, they're going to clear up a lot of, perhaps a lot of suspicions and wondering and questioning of the situation. But I do feel like it's a very genuine one coming from a loving place with this expression love. And I do feel like with that 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse, there was a sense of losing hope in the situation. Perhaps that was you. I do feel like there may have been a loss of hope in some part of this situation, and also for this person that you are dealing with. But I do feel like there's going to be a turnaround, and the waiting period is over. And I do feel like you'll experience it worth the wait, with this worth the wait card being at the bottom of the deck. So those are the messages I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.